Yo, so before this video starts, me and my mom, we went to Target today, and we went inside Target, right? We were going into Target, so we were like coming into it, right? And fucking, we walk in, everything's fine, and we walk out, and it was sunny and beautiful before we went in, right? And we walk out, and it's pouring fucking raining. All right, I'm drenched. I'm literally running through the parking lot, dude. Like I'm Dash from The Incredibles, bro. And it was funny as shit. It was like we were in a damn water slide. It was Dorney Park out of nowhere. Okay, I didn't ask to go swimming today. Where's my floaties? Anywho, very weird way to start the video. However, much love to you guys. We had a good day today. If you want to, support the boy, Rested XP down below. It supports the boy, it supports the channel, questing all through Azeroth for many versions of World of Warcraft. If you want to support the boy, much love to you. I appreciate it. No big deal. If not, thumbs up, sub to the video. I'll see y'all in the video, alright? Peace. Guys, what's up? I know, intro was a little wild. It was the truth though, alright? We were fucking running through the Target parking lot. I have no idea what was going on. Like, I was looking at my mom, I'm like, Mom! Mama T, what are you doing? She's like, you get the car. And no, we both ran it. We both booked it. However, anywho, much love to you guys. Welcome to another World of Warcraft video. In today's video, we are talking about two of the new posts that went off on Wowhead as of, I believe, let's see, 1 day ago. So we're going to go over the first post, basically talking about a version that got updated on Blizzard's Encrypted server, and we made a note list about this, so we're going to go very in-depth about this individual topic. And then the second one is about Season of Discovery's first PTR coming soon, about a tweet that went out, actually, with my boy Sky from the Comeback Kids. That's going to be something we're talking about in a little bit in the video, so much love to those amigos over there. Go follow them. Honestly, one of the best creators in SOD right now. Check them out. Go from there. However, lock it in, back it up, or I will kill you. In Minecraft, of course, settle down, YouTube, family friendly. You will get shot. You know the deal. Editor, thank you for this bottle of water, by the way. The editor brought a whole pack out of nowhere. He was running through the thunderstorm, too. I couldn't believe it. That man was basically Usain Bolt, just fast as fuck. Fast as fuck. However, Poland Spring, you already know the deal. Hydration Nation. Oh yes, this water was basically used to collect the rain today. So, anywho, let's get into the video. Sorry for the long intro, you guys know how I do it. But yes, possible Season of Discovery Phase 4 updated detected on Blizzard's Encrypted server. Much love to Wowhead, by the way, appreciate the article. Blizzard has pushed a WoW Classic update from 1.15.3 to the internal server. Currently, Season of Discovery Phase 3 existed on 1.15.2. So the first iteration of 1.15.3 may indicate that Blizzard has begun internal testing for Phase 4. The development team stated that on SOD Phase 4 would be delayed to attempt a smoother launch than Cata Classic had so far. Senior producer Agrin on the team is said that it was making progress with Phase 4. We already saw this hyperlink, which basically was from the video we did the other day, from their tweet. But basically, they are starting from, long story short, because there's really nothing much else to this article, they are starting to prepare for Phase 4. Now, here is where I made my note list, because I got, you know me, guys, like, when I see, like, these things, I try to break it down in depth and see the context of what is going on. So I got really curious, and I was even having conversations with Sky from the Comeback Kids, and I was having talks with him. I was like, man, like, what the hell can this possibly mean? You know what I mean? Where are we going with this? Where is this going to potentially, take us? The goods, the bads, and the ugly. And I made a list. I said, fuck it, dude. I'm gonna go, basically degen mode, like, Ebonheart TV, much love to him. That dude pulled out the fucking whiteboard on the live stream, bro. I was like, look at this guy, he's pulling out the whiteboard. Go follow him as well. Much love, amigo. However, what does this mean? So let's get out the note list. I was gonna do a PowerPoint, but I was like, let me not go too far. This is too much. I'm too lazy for the PowerPoint. But we were like, all right, let's talk about it. So what does this exactly mean for the game, right? For SOD. Blizzard is currently, we're going to start up here. Blizzard is currently implementing the patch, which they already have tested on their private internal testing realms, and have developed all the assets for Phase 4. So basically what this line means in a nutshell is that they have things ready to go. It's already been cooked, prepped. They just are preparing to finally start the, push the play button on the Phase 4 release. They have everything already tested, they fixed out the kinks, and no issues are going to happen. They're just ready to push out the PTR. Eventually, hopefully we get some news potentially in a week. I was guessing forever June 14th. It seems like it might be around June 12th, maybe 13th, who knows. Around next week, we will see some PTR news. And even Agron has stated, which we'll talk about that later on. But basically, in a nutshell, they have all the plans set up, things are ready to go. Now, here's a couple things that we've written down here. This means that fixing any potential bugs and errors that may conflict with the initial coding of the game itself to make sure that this game does not basically freak the fuck out. We want to avoid any potential error that may happen during, the PTR, even just the PTR itself, and even the current patch version of P3 going into P4. So this is like dev shit. This is like, we're getting into nerd stuff right here. And hey, I'm a nerd. Much love to you. So they're probably testing this shit out with their engineers and their team and making sure everything is working out smoothly. This also means that they're making sure that the stability of the game does not cause any internal errors upon release that may break the game during or after patch, because during that week of patch, like pre-patch, after patch, things can even break within like early Phase 3 going into, or not early, but late game, like, Phase 3 about to convert into Phase 4 when we're officially in the Phase 4 patch. So like they don't want the game to totally shit itself and have a PR storm happen on the Blizzard forums, Reddit, Twitter, etc., and then have a whole bunch of people come out the woodwork and start making articles about this, and they get in trouble. So they have to do their testing, which they make sure that they conduct privately and make sure it's getting done and prepared efficiently, because they want to cover their own ass. And you have to understand, like, that happens with a lot of studios and a lot of video game creators, to make sure that things just are a smooth transition and they work. So really, kudos to them. Much love to them. And then finally, making sure the most important thing is the feedback from the player reception eventually is positive and no known errors come up upon community testing, especially with the PTR itself. Because at the end of the day, the player base, we're going to find out what's working and what's not working, and what is good for the game and what is bad for the game. We're going to try to figure it out. A lot of us, who are grinding, whether it's content creators or the player base, etc., we're going to be playing the fucking game and figuring out what is, the good things here and what kinks need to be, basically smoothened out, so to say. And, I'm sure that they are aware of that already. So we're looking forward to the PTR and testing that out. So I genuinely think that if it's option A here, right, we're going to split this into option A, B, C, right? Option A is the best case scenario. Blizzard is 100% prepared. And when, Phase 4 is ready to go, it's going to be smooth, it's going to be quick, and it's going to be banging. It's going to be awesome. Party time, excelente. Much love to you. Catch that, good sir. However, yes, I'm very much looking forward to it being option A. But we have to weigh out all our options, because it's good being positive Andes, no problem. But in a World of Warcraft community where everybody is toxic pieces of shit, much love to you. It's just the truth. We're all toxic in one way or another. A lot of people are degen more than others. But don't worry, Papatello's got you. I'll call you out on your shit. Don't worry about it. But I underlined something here. The biggest thing they want to make sure is to avoid negative press and continue the reputation of good support across all WoW versions / products. I mean, at the end of the day, no company wants to get negative press. They want to get, positive. They want to see the numbers go up, the percentages go up, the data, the charts. That's why they have their Blizzard meetings each year covering quarters. So they want this version of Phase 4 to be a boom for them. And obviously, they want to get more revenue. It's a company, right? Let's not be dumb about this. Let's be smart here. So, option B now. They're implementing just a patch to the game to prepare the first testing results when the PTR comes out. Now, I underlined some things here as well. This means that they did not do any internal testing, beforehand in preparation for Phase 4's release. This also means that there's time is being taken by other versions of WoW, and more hands on deck are needed for SOD. This could be due to any errors occurring on the Kata end, which I've heard there was, bugs with the raids, and a lot of forum posts were made, and even just bugs upon release of Kata in general, and a lot of people have been complaining about that, and Blizzard is trying to smooth that all out. Finally, this can also mean that they simply just want to test out in the PTR, first to give them some breathing room in between development and allow players to figure out what works and what does not work, since obviously they are only human, okay? We're not dealing with chat GP fucking T over here, as much as that might take over the future eventually, and all AI, right? And it's the fucking Terminator, side subject, but they're only human. They have to find some time from breathing room for themselves to create some type of space, but at the end of the day, if it's option B, it's a little concerning, so let's talk about that. So now I wrote here, this type of approach can be more negative than positive since the community wants answers immediately and things need to be fixed as soon as possible and ready to go. Now, when it comes to, MMOs especially too, when there's a lot of players approaching your game from all aspects in many different countries, more than not, a lot of players want things to be, working right off the rip. Because at the end of the day, the player base is paying that monthly fee. You know what I mean? And especially in retail, when you're, spending money on, like, store items and everything. When people are spending money, they expect something to work in return. It's just the way things work for anything. Like, not just life in fucking general, right? So, but when it comes to the World of Warcraft community, obviously, they will eat you out alive. It doesn't fucking matter what the case is. And even if you're taking a long time on development, they will be completely pissed off for the fact that there's way too much time being taken on working something out. Even though Blizzard, in this case for Phase 4, needs to take their time to release quality of a good working fucking video game. You know this, I know this, I'm just being honest with you, keeping it truthful here. But at the end of the day, this type of approach, if Blizzard didn't do any testing whatsoever, and they are just planning to do only the testing for the PTR, and there's nothing been going on the back end, which I highly doubt from a developer's point of view. I've worked in the IT field and I've seen how devs work, for like client side things, application based things. So I won't talk too much about my IRL life with work, but I will say I've seen engineers work and stuff like that, and it takes time. It's not something that's done overnight. It's a headache. It's very exhausting and very, very frustrating. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say it's not option B, but if it was option B, that would be extremely disappointing. And you best believe a lot of creators would come out with a lot of videos just basically shitting all over Blizzard's parade, just in general, right? But overall, we'll see what happens. I'm very curious to see if that is the case. I highly doubt it once again, but like I said, the community will eat people alive when it comes to stuff like this if it was option B, and they will be on those forums right away. So, anywho, now on to option C. This is like a little bit of a side topic, but it still has to correlate with this. None of this is correct, and Blizzard has the patch ready to go. PTR goes live, testing gets done, and players either love the class changes or do not like it, causes a potential Phase 4 delay if they don't like it, which is something I can see if there is a Phase 4 delay, which would be a little concerning. And sorry about any noise in the background. It's currently drizzling a little rain outside. I have no idea what's going on. If a delay happens, then SOD, in my opinion, is 100% doomed. And a lot of the player place decline right now is too far down. If the PTR is amazing, then player increase will have a big boost with SOD, especially upon release of the new patch of SOD. And Blizzard starts to finally understand the player base better from these results and furthers their focus on SOD and community feedback. So let's talk about that for a second, because those are a couple things I noted down. For the first part, if a delay were to happen and SOD got hit with this out of nowhere, listen, we did the PTR testing, kind of funneling from option B, what I was talking about, where they just didn't do no internal testing. They waited till the PTR and then do anything weeks on or months on beforehand. That would be very sad, very, very disappointing. And to be honest with you, if Blizzard doesn't realize already, I've had many people in my comment section even talk about this or hit me up in Discord or even in game saying that their guilds have died because of the lack of community feedback and information from the SOD team. And a lot of guilds are just dead in the water. Dead upon arrival. They've either moved on to many other different games or versions of World of Warcraft, and they're just not in the mood. Currently, right now, I've even said it on my channel and on my Twitch, by the way, that right now, me and my guild on the Alliance side are we're taking a break. We're there's nothing to do in SOD right now. So we took a break already, and we're just chilling and waiting until Phase 4. On the Horde side, we're actively still trying to do guild runs here and there, but it's hard to get people. To be honest with you, a lot of people are taking breaks. People are struggling to find, raids. People are struggling to, even set up STV groups. I've seen this all in LFG and chats I'm actively looking at. I'm still playing SOD on the side, on the low. I just don't like, play on stream all the time as I have been, because there's really not a lot of stuff to do on SOD. I'm very much looking forward to the gates of Phase 4 opening up, so we get access to further talent points, see the reworks, any possible talent fixes, stuff I want to see with Paladins. You guys know I'm a Paladin guy. I'm sure we'll come out with more Paladin videos, of course, but I'm very much so in the Phase 4, waiting room right now. So I'm looking forward to it, and that's all I got to say about that. But besides that, in the second line, if it is really good and the PTR is amazing and it's a big boost for SOD, of course it's going to have a natural scale in the numbers. Like, imagine a data chart where it's a flat line, right? And SOD right now is going down, but out of nowhere, when that Phase 4 curve starts to happen and the release happens, you're going to see that spike. This happens a lot on trend websites, and you can monitor this type of stuff, and you could see the big spike, the bull spike happens because anytime when something new comes out, initially it's going to give a lot of big reception. Now, whether it stays really high or stays on a high note and has a good, consistent base, that's something that, happens with, games just genuinely being good. For example, Helldivers 2. When Helldivers 2 came out, that shit took over. I played Helldivers 2. I still have it. And it was consistently high. It spiked, but stayed consistently high, which is good. Until the PlayStation news came out. And then it dropped really bad. So even for SOD, when Phase 1 happened, boom, through the roof. Phase 2 started, boom, through the roof. But then people realized the issues with Phase 2. Even towards the end of Phase 1, when it got a little stale, it went down for sure. Phase 3 happened, boom, through the roof, but then dropped exponentially more than any other phase because of how long Phase 3 was. Obviously, Phase 3 wasn't as good, Phase 3 wasn't as fun, and Sunken Temple overall was like mediocre just to do. And obviously with the gear issues very early on in general. So I think when Phase 4 comes out, we're going to see that big boom, but whether it's a good game or not, for a lot of people to play, and then we'll see the reviews, of course, we'll see what's the consistent, whether it's a stagnant line going down or staying up high. We'll have to see. But finally, on the last note, it's Blizzard starts to understand their player base better, and, that's the thing. It's like, I think in the future, if anything I can recommend, Agrin, if you're watching this video, looking right at you, if there's anything I can recommend, brother, is that the one thing I would say is something is better than nothing, just to be honest with you. Giving somebody at least saying, hey, listen, keep your head up. We are actually doing some stuff. That's it. Every now and then, you know what I mean? Just to say, like, listen, we are working it, just to give the player base something to hold on to. Because, yeah, at the end of the day, we meme about it in the community. Hopium, copium, whatever you want to fucking call it. And players want to play SOD, And at the end of the day, I think stuff like that, staying in touch with your community, showing active support, caring about class adjustments, back and forth conversation. Like, there was a lot of active talk during, the early phases, and then it really fell off ever since then, obviously, when, the new other versions of WoW releasing. So that's all I care about. I think that's all us SOD players in general care about, and that's all I got to say about that. So, as far as the other thing we were going to discuss, so Season of Discovery's first PTR coming soon. So, it looks like Agrin basically made a tweet on Twitter. We'll go here, has given us the first clues to when Phase 4 Season Discovery will be available. The PTR Phase 4 is coming soon, as well as more news regarding the phase. Phase 4 is the first phase of Season Discovery to have a public test. That means we could likely expect content to be more polished on release, potentially reducing the need for almost daily hotfixes, as well as weekly tuning. On the other hand, this also has the potential to reveal a lot of new content before release, losing a bit of the discovery inside. So let's look at the actual tweet. And this is this tweet that went out was actually from the Comeback Kids, so much love to him. I was talking with Sky about this, and we were just discussing, what's the worst that can happen if we, ask this tweet. We have to see if we get any type of response, because worst case scenario, if we waited another week or two and there was still no news, that was going to be a little damn worrisome. So, much love to Sky, got the response from Agrin, and figured I repost this for a bit more reach, which Agrin said here. See, I said it down below here, locking in. But yes, PTR is coming soon, and the Phase 4 news is going to start ramping up next week. Really appreciate the patience. This got over like 76,000 views. It was amazing. Overall, though, June 5th, right, this tweet happened, and a couple days from now, we're going to be around like June 12th, around that week that we were like kind of guessing in our videos around June 14th, and I was saying, but somewhere around the second week of June, finally we're going to be seeing some type of news on PTR, and I'm very excited to get our, get our hands dirty, get in there, I want to swing the Paladin Hammer, I want to test out the Warlock and see what we got working here, what kind of improvements are going to happen. There's a lot of answers to things that I'm so much looking forward to, and I cannot wait to just merely get in there. It's going to be very exciting, and I think this is just a really good time right now. Like, these early days before Phase 4 is coming. It's like the night before Christmas. I remember I did a video like that when I was in, I believe, Arathi Highlands, when we were in Phase 2 waiting for Phase 3. I was on a tree hill in one of my videos. But overall, though, I am very excited, and this puts a smile on my face. I've been playing SOD again, on the low. I've just been playing. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do, level up different things. Maybe work on some professions if I didn't max out 1 or 2, whatever. And that's it. I'm ready. I'm so fucking ready, and this has me, just thrilled. I'm like a kid at a Toys R Us. Mom, get me every tech deck in the store. Make sure I get the screwdriver. Much love to ya. But yeah, definitely really excited, and I hope you guys are too, and I hope you guys also enjoyed the video. I can't wait to keep coming back out with daily uploads of Season of Discovery like I used to. Obviously, we're taking like little mini breaks here and there, like 2 to 3 days, but I had 2 back-to-backs the other day, so settle down or you will get shot, sir. I said what I said. In Minecraft, YouTube, calm down. Family-friendly channel. Much love to you. You will get, let me not say it. Thank you for holding me back there. I really appreciate you. Almost did it. I almost hit him right there. He almost got 3 back-to-backs. Back it up. You will get hit with a Blue Eyes White Dragon Blast. Ha! Don't let me do it. However, that's about it. We stream on Twitch Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Come check your boy out over there. Much love. We've been playing Shiv 2. That's been freaking... I don't know what the hell we're doing. We're just swinging the hammer in there. We also been playing Star Wars The Old Republic for just fun. Because I just kind of itched for some Star Wars stuff. And that game's amazing. I've been having a blast with that. So if you want to see a little bit of that, come check me out over there. And that's about it. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Keep on keeping on, amigos. You have a damn good one. My boy Izzy sent me this arm. I was supposed to use it, but it's too heavy for my desk. Maybe if I settle down, end the video right now. I didn't mean to do that. I will get shot in Minecraft. I know the deal.